Welcome to my channel, LightAsFeatherTarot. This is for the sign of Virgo. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. Please take the messages that resonate. If the messages don't fit, then don't make them. This is for April 2020. Now with tarot, the energy is a little bit fluid. So this could go from the end of March, April, into May. So let's see what messages Spirit has for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2020. So the first card we have is Sacral Chakra. Next we have Emotional Withdrawal. One more. And then we have Rejoice in Celebration. So first I'm gonna pull some cards and see how they tie into the cards that are already on the table. So Spirit, what messages do we have? Do you have for Virgo for April 2020? Okay. So the first one to come out is the Judgment card. So, this speaks about, something could be potentially coming back from the past. Almost like a rebirth in a sense. Next you have the Ten of Swords. So this speaks about, some type of ending. And because it is swords, it could have been a painful ending for some of you out there. And if it's not a painful ending or a difficult cycle, it's just a cycle completing in your life. And with swords, this is in regards to your thoughts. So it might not have physically been a painful ending. However, in your head, as far as stress and going over things, it just may have been a burden to get to that point. Next, we have the Six of Swords. So this lets me know that you were able to reach this completion because something changed in your thought process. This is about releasing, letting go of baggage. This woman, male or woman, but in the card woman, she's like gathering all her stuff in the middle of the night and she's just leaving. So she's packing up what's for her highest good and she's moving forward. And in the picture, it depicts her moving forward in the calmer waters. So I feel that, if you do find that you are overwhelmed or stressed, just know that you are getting to a place where you're coming to some type of completion. And once that completion happens, you're going to move into calmer waters, especially in regards to your thoughts. Like Spirit is saying, like a burden lifted off of your shoulders. So with this emotional withdrawal, this might be during the time where you are dealing with the Ten of Swords. When you are getting to that point, you may want to withdraw, you may want to go within, you may want to meditate. If there are any blockages in any of your chakras, then it may, in April be time to meditate and clear those blockages, because you are going to get to a point where you're going to be celebrating. So what other messages do we have? So yeah, it looks like you're going to be, moving into smoother waters and, lessening the load when it comes to stress or overthinking, because you're going to be moving into expansions. Threes are about expansion. You know, you've already planned it, you've already thought about it. Three of Wands is about action. You're taking action now. Uh-oh. All the cards are trying to jump out. So Spirit, what messages do we have? What are they going to be expanding on? So the Star card. So this is something that, you know, you guys wished for, manifested. You know, the Star card typically points to some type of yes answer. It's also a very healing energy. You know, there's a lot. It seems like you guys are really going to be working on yourselves. With the sacral chakra, like I said, rebalancing your chakras, making sure there's no blockages. Emotional withdrawal, it's not necessarily a bad thing or a negative thing. I'm getting like the Hermit card in my mind's eye, like going within and just reevaluating everything, your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. And that's what that Star card is about right there. So I feel like whatever wish is granted, you know, this is a direct reflection or cause and effect to your foundation, to your stability, your home life, your family. You don't have to necessarily have children, but just having a good, strong foundation. So I definitely feel like it's something that you're going to be celebrating about. Then we have the Eight of Swords. So, you know, with this expansion, you know, with rewards sometimes come responsibility. So I feel like, you know, you are getting, your ships are coming in, and it gets to the point where it's like the who, but the what, the where, the when, the how. And, you know, when you are manifesting and things are moving along, you don't always have all the answers. So that's why you have to make sure that you are grounding yourself and you aren't staying in this headspace, right, of overthinking or stress or worry. Let me get one more card. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So this speaks about, you know, being left out in the cold, some type of lack. It could be financially, it could be emotionally. It's going to look different from everybody else. One more card, Spirit. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So this talks about some type of brand new, beautiful beginning coming in your life, something that ignites some type of passion within you. For some of you, it could be a new job, a promotion. For some of you, it's some type of new beginning that you're going to be very passionate about. So the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Nine of Swords. So this is, you know, anxiety, losing sleep over something, stressing over something, you know. Eight of Pentacles, this is something that you're really focused on. Spirit is telling me for some of you guys, it's a long-term goal that you had in mind. It may be in you know, correlation with your finances, but it's definitely something that you've been focused on. You have the Six of Pentacles here and the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, just practice patience when it comes to this. You know, maybe your seeds just aren't quite ready yet. And you have the Six of Pentacles here. So this could, you know, represents some type of balance coming in, some type of generosity, either on your part, you offering someone a live, like a helping hand, or someone offering you some type of assistance. And it doesn't have to be financial, it could be emotional, because you know, this overall energy is just very stressful. So I'm going to get some clarifying cards to see what other messages that Spirit has. So going back to the sacral chakra, this is your second chakra. And, you know, this relates in regards to your emotions, your desire, creativity, and even just your overall passion. So it's really important to make sure that there is a continuous flow and a balance when it comes to your chakras, right? So meditation is really going to play a key here. If your sacral chakra is thrown off, you know, it could throw off your emotions, could throw off your judgment. So that's definitely one thing to think about. You could always look on YouTube and, you know, do a guided meditation. And maybe it will help alleviate any points of any type of stress that comes in. I feel like I'm crooked here. There we go, that's a little better. So let me get a few clarifying cards. Let's see. All right, Spirit, so what messages, what clarification can we get for the Ten of Pentacles? I'm sorry, the Ten of Swords. What is coming to an end? Okay, so, you know, maybe you're having some type of battle, some type of conflict with a person, with another person. You know, Five of Swords does speak about you being victorious. However, I always say at what cost, you know, because you have the Five of Swords here, so there is a victory. However, you know, it might have cost you something. It might have been painful. You know, words could have been exchanged, you know, which may cause you to need that healing energy to come in, to forgive, you know, how people have treated you, maybe how you've treated others. You know, it'll look a little different for everybody. Maybe you're in a situation and you didn't feel that it was fair. Let me get one more card. Five of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling that this is your energy. I feel like, you know, whoever this message relates to, I'm almost feeling like you put your foot down. You made a decision. You know, this sword can represent his or her tongue, right? You're just like, I'm over it. You're like, I'm over it. I'm not dealing with it. This is unacceptable. And all this stress and baggage, you're just like, nope. Like, she packed up and she just left in the middle of the night. So, you know, it could be a physical move, but if not, it's just you're leaving any type of stress or baggage behind you. You're not interested at all. So what about the Three of Wands? Expansion. Okay, so it looks like with expansion, you know, you guys may be thinking about your stability, your finances, your comfort, your confidence, just overall, you know, just being very secure. I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with this new beginning right here. It's going to provide you with the stability for yourself, for your home life, for your family. So what about the Eight of Swords? Can I get a card for the Eight of Swords? Oh, I got two. So Five of Swords, Six of Swords. So, you know, with this energy, I'm getting that Spirit is almost showing me like a flashback in a sense. So if you're in a situation where you feel that this conflict, gossiping, bickering energy is around you, you're just gonna flee. Like you're gonna block it out. Like you're just like, you know, I remember what this negative energy feels like with the 10 of Swords, and now I'm at the 8, so it's like I'm done. So I feel like if your patience and tolerance when it comes to what's the word, pettiness, maybe just people being very argumentative, maybe not agree to disagree, right? You're just not gonna have a tolerance for it. I feel like you're focused on your future. You're focused on bigger and better things. And, you know, if somebody wants to stay in that energy, then they can. Because I feel that from this lack energy, you know, this is going to be a thing of the past. You're literally going to go from feeling lack of finances, lack of emotional fulfillment, to nothing but joy and happiness. So I feel like there's definitely going to be like a lot of transformation this month for you guys. You're going to be balancing your emotions. And I feel that Spirit is saying when you remove certain things from your life, because the 6 of Swords, you're removing certain ways of thinking, ways of doing things, and you have the 6 of Swords right here. When you remove stuff from your life, it only leaves more space for brand new beginnings. So keep that in mind too. So you have the Devil card come out. So, you know, maybe in the beginning of the month, you know, you may feel a little bound or chained or stuck in a situation. But just know if you are feeling in that energy, it's gonna pass and you're gonna get to that cycle completion. And let me get one more for the Ace of Wands. Well, 2 came out. So for this brand new beginning, you have the 4 of Swords and we have the Tower card. So, you know, like I said, tarot is very fluid. It's not a certain specific timing, but I feel like with this new beginning, like I said, new job, promotion, some type of new beginning that's going to make you feel like on fire and passionate, it's going to come in very suddenly. Like you're not going to expect it. And then you have the 4 of Swords. So with all of this, you know, back and forth with stress and anxiety and focusing on your goals, make sure that you are taking care of yourself. You know, I just heard Spirit say self-care. So I think that self-care is going to be a very crucial part in April. And for the bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. So, you know, you may start off in this energy of, you know, maybe losing sleep at night or, you know, kind of stressed out about things. But just know that over the month, you know, you're going to regain your footing. You're going to regain your balance. And see, that's that transformation I was talking about. Overall energy, you're literally going from the 10 of Swords, some type of painful, stressful ending, and you're transforming into balance. So very beautiful energy. You guys are going to have to let me know how these messages resonate with you. Please comment below. And that pretty much concludes the reading. If these messages resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.